A couple things before we get into the campaign. Observation wise, over the last few days and advances and getting blown out by teams that we got no business getting blown out by. Um, you know, some of you are missing the very basics of playing this game. Sharing hit points, focus firing, and stuff like that. Going into this campaign, if we don't improve on that, I might as well take the tee off of everybody because it just isn't going to happen. Talk to the callers a little bit, and I don't care if you play pubby style, but be smart on how you're playing your tanks. Be smart on your focus fire. Just because you got an easier shot at a tank doesn't mean anything. If somebody calls out a tank, you need to shoot it. So the callers come this campaign are going to be using what tactic. They'll have enough time ahead of time to know what the map is, and once the teams are selected, they'll be going through various strategies on the map and what their intentions are. They might call for a couple of flank commanders. That's up to the individual callers. The other part of that is, man, over the last couple of nights and listening to these battles, I mean, there's so much chatter going on from everybody. You just can't do that. If you've got something viable to say in the battle, then fine. Or you're calling out numbers or tanks to hit, fine. But that isn't even happening much. You guys are overstepping your bounds, overthrowing your callers and what they want to do. So sometimes they're just shutting up. They will have priority speakers. Primarily, Pete and Cam Snow are going to be our primary callers right now. We do have Muskie and DS that can also call, and I think Panzerwoody can call as well if we need to. The way that I work campaigns, last time we had 10 people that wanted the tank, and we ended up with 25 in the tank. So every night, when you come on, if we give you a T tag and you're going to be here, you need to show up as early as possible because we need to figure out how many battles we can chip. Ideally, the way we've been doing it is chipping 5 a night, 1 at the top of the hour, 1 at a quarter after the hour, 1 the next top of the hour, and then the last hour, usually 1 at the top of the hour and quarter after the hour. So there's guaranteed at least 5 battles a night. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm not going to be in any of the battles. Wally and Prime are going to help me chip. Prime's usually on during the day. We're going to chip to what the callers, what their favorite maps are, which they've already posted in the officer's room. So we will select people and put them in with each one of the callers, depending upon what time you get in. Now, when we're looking for people for this deal, you got to be serious about being here almost every night. You're going to have a better odds of getting a tank. Those that are not going for the tank, we still want you in TS because at any given time, we're going to have to throw up another team. And we're going to need those people for those battles. But we should know ahead of time if we have a conflict or not. I will do the best I can at being fair to everybody. This isn't personal by any means. Trying to keep track of 30 or 40 guys that all want tanks is not the easiest job. It gives me a freaking headache. But I'm willing to do that, so you get the tank that you want. Come towards the end of the campaign is where it becomes difficult because those that are not in the running, I'm sorry, we're going to have to take the tee off, and really push for the ones that are actually in a running. A lot of that depends on, how well we do. If we get to some landowners and we're able to do 5 times battles, I mean, that's really what the key is getting to the landowners. If you want somebody to sock puppet your account, let us know. so we know who it is. Like I think Muskie has reached out to Zook, and Zook is going to be running his account some nights. That's fine. If you can get somebody to do it for you, don't have an issue with that. But if you're going to miss a half a dozen days and expect to be put in, well, priority is going to be given to the ones that are here every day and, have a good opportunity for a tank. Is that pretty clear so far? Anybody got any questions on that? Two teams, okay? I will put the lowest guys together on one team, okay? And I'll rotate that depending upon where you are. So every hour, I'll want you to update your fame points. And by way of doing that is putting the numbers next to your name in TS so I know where you're at. And I'll try to remind you throughout the campaign to update your numbers. I mean, I'll go in, hopefully be here early enough to where, I'll go in and take a look at the fame points on everybody and try to match you up consistently. Ideally, we would like predominantly the same players with the same callers, so you guys get some kind of continuity together. But that's not always going to happen depending upon who's here, what time they arrive. A lot of people won't arrive for the first battle, be here for the second. But I'll try to be as fair as I can. If you have an issue with that, do me a favor and pull me aside. I'm not going to catch everybody or everything. Pull me aside and let me know. Okay? If you have a problem with the callers, do not do it publicly because you will be out of the clan. I'm not going to stand for that because, everybody's got a personal opinion on they're better than somebody else, but nobody's going to step up to the plate and call. So I've got the callers' backs on this, no matter who it is. You want to critique something or criticize somebody, do it in private. Do not do it in public.